Welcome to NOXTalks, the AI-generated podcast exploring the groundbreaking ways technology shapes our built environment. Today, we're diving into how new building rules are changing what your controls and automation systems have to do. Across more and more cities, building performance standards are turning energy and carbon from a nice project into a hard requirement. In simple terms, these rules say, by this date, your building must hit this level of performance. If you miss it, you pay a fine. For years, you could send in a report, maybe get a green badge, and move on. Now the question is different. It's no longer, does your building perform well? It's, can you prove it with data the city will accept? That is where your building automation system, or BAS, comes in. It is no longer just a comfort tool. It is now your main proof of compliance. To meet these rules, you need steady, clear data. You need to know how much power you use, when you use it, and how much fuel you burn. In some places, you also need to track the carbon from each energy source. On top of that, cities want to see how you run the site day to day. Your schedules, your load patterns, and whether your plant actually follows the plan. If your data lives in random trend logs and loose files, you are going to struggle. If you rely on giant spreadsheets and copy and paste, you are going to struggle. And if your system cannot export clean data to tools like Energy Star, you are going to struggle even more. So what does a system that is BPS ready look like? First, it has solid meters. You can see whole building use, plus key systems like heating, cooling, and lighting. Data comes in often, is stored for years, and is easy to split by building, system, and fuel. Second, it has useful analytics. Not just alarms, but tools that find waste. Heating and cooling at the same time. Fans running all night. Valves that never move. If you have more than one site, you can see which buildings are closest to missing their targets. Third, it has simple reporting. You can see your energy use, your carbon, and your progress toward each rule in clear charts. When it is time to report, you can export the file you need in minutes, not weeks. Fourth, it has smarter control. Schedules and set points support both comfort and performance. The system helps you trim loads, stage plant, and respond to new ideas like load shifting or demand response, when those make sense. This also changes how you plan your next project. Before you start, ask 3 basic questions. 1. Which performance rules will apply to this building over the next 10 to 15 years? 2. Can this system show our energy use and carbon against those targets? 3. How long is data stored, and can we hand it over cleanly in an audit? When you write your next controls brief or RFP, do not just ask for trending. Ask vendors to show how they export to Energy Star and how they build the exact reports your city wants. Make it clear you need support for ongoing performance, not just a nice screen on handover day. Finally, let's talk about common traps. Trap 1 is measuring but never fixing. If you track data but do not change how the plant runs, you are just paying to prove that you are off target. Trap 2 is living in spreadsheets. If someone spends days every cycle cleaning data by hand, that process will fail the moment staff change or rules tighten. Trap 3 is waiting. If you ignore these rules until a fine lands, you have already lost the easy wins. Now you are rushing upgrades under pressure. A better path is simple. Step 1. List your buildings, the rules that apply, and how close or far each one is from its target. Step 2, clean up your data and metering. Step 3, fix low-cost issues first, then plan bigger projects where they are really needed. Step 4, treat this as a steady process, not a one-time job. In the end, these rules are not just a headache from City Hall. They are pushing us towards smarter, more stable, better-run buildings. The winners will not be the sites that wait for the first warning letter. They will be the ones that line up their BAS roadmap with performance rules now and use compliance as a driver for better everyday operation.
Futuristic life.